What's up guys, Chris here and welcome to a new Call of Duty Ghosts top 5 video, and today we're taking a look at the top 5 best guns from Call of Duty Ghosts. Before we hop into this, I just want to remind you guys that this is a personal opinion and I would definitely like to hear your guys' opinion down below. There is a big shocker on my list that many of you guys probably won't like that much, but then again, this is my personal opinion. These are the guns that I've been good with, that I enjoyed using, and keep that in mind. And as I said, do leave your own top 5 in the comments below. Let's get into it. At number 5 is the Vector CRB. This submachine gun had better range than the Mtar, but the overall damage model was a little worse. This gun was amazing for using with Deadeye and Specialist. Definitely my favorite crank gun in the game. But ultimately I didn't really use this gun that much compared to other submachine guns, so it probably could have been higher, but I just didn't really get my eyes up for this gun until pretty late in Call of Duty Ghosts' life cycle, and that's why it only makes the number 5 spot on the list. At number 4 is the AK-12, and for some reason this gun just completely faded out in the periphery of Call of Duty Ghosts players' gun choices. Nobody used this in the end, but I don't understand why. It was capable of killing in 3 to 4 shots. The silencer did basically nothing to harm it. Even though the recoil was a little bit weird in the sideways recoil, this gun was definitely very powerful all the way through. I nearly got a lot of KEM strikes with this, but ultimately choked them all. I don't know how I managed to do it, but this gun was just a gun that I could always pick up and do well with, no matter who I was playing against pretty much. And that's why this gun is number 4 on the list. And at number 3 we have probably a bit of a surprise to you guys, the Bizon. And I just love the Bizon. I don't know what it is. It's not that powerful of an SMG, but I just always loved using this gun. I always did well with it. I got a couple of KEM strikes with it, and overall I just loved the high fire rate, and the recoil was very manageable. Even though it was high, it was just very vertical, and that made it very easy to control it. It kind of reminded me of a more powerful version of the MP7 from Black Ops 2, and that's probably why I liked it so much. The MP7 was one of my favorite guns from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and this one was just like a more powerful version. Even after it got nerfed, it was amazing. Even before it got buffed, it was amazing. I just loved this gun all the way through, but I couldn't really put it at the number 2 or 1 spot because probably way better guns were there. And at number 2 is probably another surprise, but I think this is very justified. The SE-2010. What happened to it? It was basically the ACR of this game, and then people started using the Remington. I think this gun was way better than the Remington. That's my personal opinion. I know the pros were using the Remington, but they also used the SE-2010 for a good month or so, and that does tell quite a lot. That the pros actually bothered to pick up this gun shows why it deserves to be such a high position in the list. Very low recoil, very decent range indeed, and it would kill in 3 to 5 shots. That was the same as the Remington. It was better in close quarters and at very long ranges than the Remington, even though it suffered a bit in the mid range, and that's why it made it here instead of the Remington. And if you know me, you already know what's going to be in the number 1 spot. Of course, it's the Mtar-X. What other gun? This gun needs no introduction by now. 3 to 4 shot kills across the map. Just the best overall SMG. Good fire rate, fairly controllable recoil, and an insane range. Nothing more to say about this gun. It's just amazing. Borderline overpowered probably, but I wouldn't say it's overpowered. After all, the Vector did get its run in competitive, and I'd say competitive is always a good indicator of which guns are the best. The Vector did get a run instead of the Mtar in the end. That's why I wouldn't consider the Mtar overpowered, but it definitely doesn't overtake the Mtar on my list on top 5 guns. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your own top 5 down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.